massive problem that most Counter-Strike players face, and they don't even realize they're struggling with it, is playing this game way too fast. We're going to slow things down and just become the most effective Counter-Strike 2 player possible. The best players in the world are so unbelievably methodical when it comes to this game. And while that might seem obvious, if you guys take some time to watch your own demos, one thing that I'm sure every single one of you are going to notice is that we all suffer from just over peaking and going too fast. Prime example of this is like when we're coming out A ramp here. If you're a low level player, if you're a newer person to this game, what you might do is just come out ramp, run out here like this, and go onto site. And while you have some good confidence, it's amazing, you're totally missing out on the ability of pre-aim. Now, if you're just an entry and you're running out to make space, sure, do your thing, go crazy, don't worry about clearing every single angle. But in order to be a high level player, you have to sit here and actually be so methodical and jiggle peek a lot of these different positions and angles as you're coming out here. It's a skill that some of the best riflers in the world are masters at, and they start to develop their own pathings with it, and they just get a really good understanding of how to peek every one of these positions as they're coming in here. They just visualize constantly. It's hard to catch them off because they're just ready for every single spot that someone could possibly be in. I'm going to break this down and show you some specific ways that you can farm using this, but first,
thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
Another way that this mechanic can be so useful is actually in clutches. There was so many times it opened up my eyes where people would just completely slow things down. When I was playing with players that had 4,000 plus elo, that's how they won all their clutches. If they were in a 1v3, they would constantly sit there and literally just be in a corner. They might even just sit here for like 25 seconds, 30 seconds, just holding. And the point being is they're not confused on what to do. They're not scared. They're literally just giving time to open up the map. When you're in clutches and you can slow down the round like this, you actually start to gain a lot of control and you make the other team feel a little bit more pressure, especially when you're on T side. If you play very slow and milk a lot of the clock out, what you have to realize that is the CTs have to do something. Say they were sitting here and one guy was in window and the other guy was on B site. A good CT site is going to have to stack a certain position or re-clear something together in that 2v1. But I promise you guys, for most of your premier games, most of your FACEIT games, what's going to happen is eventually after like 30, 40 seconds, one CT is going to go B site and the other CT is going to go A site. And even better for you is hopefully one of these guys gets antsy. Say the A guy gets antsy and he's coming through here. You might just catch him off when he's lazily clearing things. Maybe he's not being methodical. Maybe he's overthinking stuff, and boom, you get the kill, and now you can come out here and win the clutch. Be a ghost and be very, very patient with what you're doing. It is important to realize that. One of the bigger mistakes I see players making as well is they just get rid of all their utils so early on in the round. You guys got to understand, you're like, CoJo, why am I so bad at this game? Why can't I rank up? Why can't I do these things? Because you're playing your position and you're literally just dumping everything from the get-go. Say you're the con guy, and sometimes as a con guy, you got to dump some util. I understand that. But you're coming here, you're mulling ramp, you're flashing over mid for your team, you're sitting here smoking con, and then you're going to throw an HG grenade, for example, top mid or something, whatever. All your utils gone. Now, again, that could be a start that you do, and I'm not saying that's necessarily bad, but when you do that every single round, understand that you are sacrificing late round impact with nades and being able to be dynamic by having a slight advantage in the early round. At lower elos, this can be good because the rounds are over so quickly, right? The game just flies by in lower elos. I can understand where people come from with that, but if you want to become a better player, sometimes patience is the best virtue, as you just get to sit there and let the other team throw, let the other team get rid of all their stuff, and you can dominate in the late round. One of the best examples of this is on Inferno. If you're on T side and you just let the CTs waste their smokes, waste all their util, now you just get to exec in the site, and it's so free, it's so easy, and you get to just destroy the other team and dominate them. Now, thank you guys so much for watching this little lesson. If you learned something new today, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to grow and hit 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, so I appreciate you guys big time. All the support is much appreciated. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.